Welcome to Founder Stories with Galen Data. My name is Chris DuPont, CEO and co-founder of Galen Data, the leading cloud platform for connected medical devices. Every company founder has a story to tell, and this series is about sharing those stories. Joining me today is Jason Bang, CEO and co-founder of Future Cardia. Jason, thanks for taking the time to share insights about your medical device company.
Thank you, Chris. Thanks for the invite. Glad to be.
Absolutely. Let's just dive right in. Every company has a story, Jason. Let's start with your elevator pitch.
Thank you. Well, we're developing a tiny implantable cardiac monitor for patients suffering from long-term cardiac condition, especially atrial fibrillation, or irregular heartbeat, and the heart failure, the inability to pump efficiently.
That's cool. An implantable device. I love that. What was that aha moment that made you start your company?
My background is in implantable devices. So I was at Medtronic. I loved it. I had a great time and I had a great team. Loved it there. And I ended up moving to a startup company because I wanted to experience something smaller, more agile type of operation. Even though at that time Medtronic was very agile, but I wanted that startup environment. From there, I just loved it. I loved it even more. So my focus always was been in the uh, patient side and the physician side in the field operation. But the startup gave me the experience with the engineers, regulation, clinical, finance, all that stuff. So I really loved it. But the thing is, the device that I worked on was class 3. So very complex, traumatic surgeries for the patients, and it always felt not right to have these patients go through these extensive surgeries and we just basically give them a plastic bag when they're going home, you know? So I wanted to find a solution for them when they are at home, not so much in the hospital, because hospital is where they are most protected, and home is where they're least protected. So I wanted to come up with a monitoring solution for these patients without giving a extensive surgery.
And your device, you're an implanted device, but you're a class 2 device, right?
It's a class 2 under the skin, 2-minute office procedure.
2 minutes. That's incredible. Wow. Congrats there. That's a huge deal.
Thank
Super
you.
cool there. Can you share some of the highs and lows of starting your company?
Yeah, I mean, highs are, building something unique, something that we envisioned as a team, and everybody that came on to my team, and they are able to shape the company the way they envisioned it. So, uh, right now we got 10 people in our team, and we're moving very fast and make changes that we see that will benefit us and also the patients. So that is the highs. The lows are, uh, picking wrong vendors, delays, and I think that's universal for all of us, right? We work with partners, vendors, and have a relationship, and then when that doesn't work out, and sometimes it's a little bit more than financial, it's personal. So
Yeah.
those are the tough ones uh, to deal with.
Being a startup, you know, having those challenges and having a vendor not work out is tough, tough, tough,
Yeah,
tough.
yeah, and
Yeah, ouch.
yeah, and we're all, I say this to a lot of my colleagues, we are all on razor's edge, whether you're $100,000 company or a $10 million company, one or two mistakes can really hurt you. And fortunate to have a great supporters, but yeah, so those kind of things really hurt you.
Yeah, I totally understand. Mention some of the vendors you work with. Do you mind sharing some of those with us?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, these are tremendous partnerships. This is beyond business for me. So on the engineering side, we have Nocturnal Product Development in Durham, North Carolina, and they've been a tremendous partner in developing our technology. And on the data side, we have Chris at Galen, and you guys have been tremendous. You guys helped us build a platform and we're able to utilize that in our live testing right now, and for our patients. So um, that then that was a big issue for me a while ago, because when I had this aha moment, I needed to build a device, but I also needed a data. And at that time, you literally had to be your own data company, So I couldn't be a two company at once, especially as a startup. So having this solution, this secure data solution was one of the key aha moments for me to say, we can build this device without building a completely new company.
Thank you for those very kind words. And I know you have deep expertise in cardiac. And Nocturnal, they also are cardiac implantable folks, right? They have deep expertise also.
Yes, so they worked on an implantable defibrillator, which
Okay.
is not an easy thing to do, because in our world, sensing and detection is very complex. And implanting a device, electronics inside human body, first of all, is very complex. It's probably one of the most difficult thing to do. And on top of that, there's a sensing and detection aspect of it, the algorithm part. So having that expertise was a huge plus for us. And we had several good options, but these guys were the best one for us.
And for the folks that might be new to the medical device industry, is when you pick a vendor, they're a vendor for life, and
Yep.
they're with you. And when issues come up, they got to be there. And so it's a true partnership. It's not a forget and leave. It's, you need us forever. And
Absolutely.
thank you for the very kind words. And I know Nocturnal is the same type. So that's awesome. Thanks for sharing.
Appreciate it. No problem.
Any advice for other startup founders?
I would say customer discovery. I see a lot of I'm a part of a lot of top accelerators, the famous ones, and they don't seem to have that problem. They tend to do really, really good customer discovery. They understand the market, and they go out and go execute. And the ones that doesn't do well seem to have that problem, not truly understanding what the customers are looking for. Good example is like pediatric devices are always prone to that problem. People ask, would you do this for a child? Of course, everybody would do something positive for a child, but when it really comes to it, are you going to pay for it? I said, oh, well, maybe not. So those are the kind of things that people tend to miss when they are truly finding out what the customers really, really want. And also in the electrophysiology world, we have this complex device, and our customers, physicians, would ask us to turn on the features. So we did all this work to turn it on, bring it to the physician, and literally next day they don't want us to turn it on. They turn it all off. So those are kind of customer discoveries that we should really dig deeper and find out what is the true value that we're bringing to the patients and the physicians as well.
Knowing your ideal customer, and that's not always easy to do. Total respect there. Thank you for sharing that. What's the best way to contact you or your company?
We are a Future Cardia, so we're on the web, www.futurecardia.com. That's it.
Awesome. All right. Well, we'll be sure to put that in the comments too. Thank you so much, Jason, and best of luck with your company.
Thank you so much for this opportunity, Chris. I really enjoyed it.
No, thank you.